Hello guys, this is SilverFoxA and this is a project that I have initiated. So this particular YouTube channel is a part of my project where I intend to share all these set of server and infrastructure related setups, which would probably cost you thousands or more than that if you approach a company. But this is something that you as a individual can get it sorted in barely some 5 to 10 minutes or half an hour. If you are in sync with the idea of helping others, please do subscribe my channel so that it will motivate me and encourage me to keep adding more content to the channel. This video is a continuation to my previous video, that is configure free wildcard SSL using Let's Encrypt. So if you haven't checked that, I'll put the link in the description, so you might want to check that before you start off with this. Okay, so for this video I'm assuming that you have a VPS, probably DigitalOcean or something, and you have the DNS management, right? And you know how to access PuttY or probably the terminal using SSH command. Okay, now I need to get into the DNS management, which server you are using, right? In previous video I showed you how to configure SSL for a primary domain or the main domain, right? In this one I'll show you okay, this is one of the examples. I'm using laravel.com as an example. So if you just key it in HTTPS, you'll see the SSL certificate, or probably you'll see secured connection. Okay, now if I let's say search for beta dot let's say laravel.com, this DNS it hasn't been configured, so you'll see an error. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys so that you are clear on that front. Okay, so if you come to your DNS, so I'm using CloudFlare. I do have a video on how to configure that. I'll add that as well on the link in the description. Okay, now if you are in a DNS record system or probably the panel, what you have to do is you have to create a record. Okay, and the A record would be beta, so that's a subdomain, beta.laravel.com, and it redirects to an IP address. That's basically your IPv4 address. Okay, now once you're done with that, you need a CNAME. Now CNAME is nothing but that creates an alias. Okay, so beta.laravel.com can also be accessed from www.beta.laravel.com, correct? And the CNAME record would redirect to the A record. Okay, so if CNAME is www.beta, it should redirect to beta.laravel.com. So if you just search, key it in, right, so it's redirecting to the default what do you say config file, right? That's the laravel.com. Now SSL isn't configured. In this video we're going to do that. Now if you go to the CD, what we'll do is we'll create a separate directory, because it's by default accessing HTML directory. Now we'll create a beta directory so that you know that it works. Okay, so we'll create a beta directory and we'll dig down and touch index.php maybe. Okay, now we're going to edit this PHP file and write a normal text, just a hello world maybe. Okay, okay, so that's done. Now let's head down to sites available. So we have to configure our virtual host for the subdomain to work, right? So we'll configure it here. Okay, so that's the live domain that I have already created and utilize Let's Encrypt to create the SSL, right? You can check the certbot version. So this I'm using 0.22. probably you will have something else, but it's okay. Okay, the process would be the same. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll copy the default like non-SSL part configuration file. So it's beta.com.config. so you need to ensure that you have this .conf that equals to configurations. Okay, now here you need to change the server name, that is from Laravel to you have to add or else append your beta.laravel.com, that thing. And we have changed the document root, right? Initially it was accessing HTML directory, but now we switched to beta. So that you need to specify. Now let's say we have to enable site config file. So you'll utilize this command, that is a2en site and the name of the configuration file. Once that's done, you'll see the success response saying that enabled the site, and they'll request you to restart the server Apache. Okay, once that's sorted, you can go back and see that it will redirect to your newly created file, that is hello world script, right? Okay, now what we will do is, okay, our site has been configured. All we have to do is we have to utilize certbot letsencrypt command to enable the SSL for this particular subdomain to work. Okay, for that what you have to do is you do certbot -Apache, right? And it will ask you which subdomain or which domain do you want, right? If you had only one, that is the primary domain, it would go for that. But if you have, let's say, subdomains, you just specify. So for me it would be 2,3, right? I want only these, or probably I can click enter. That will create a SSL for all this set of domains that I have specified or enabled. Okay, once that is sorted, they have obtained new certificate and they'll ask you whether you want to redirect or not. It's totally up to you. So redirect equals to normal HTTP, they will redirect to HTTPS. Okay, now if you type it in, that is your beta.this, see, right, the secure connection has been established. Okay, and your normal Laravel is, you just have to specify HTTPS. You can do a HTTP access .htaccess redirect, or probably do it in the config file. You have to redirect from non-SSL to SSL connection. That's all. So hope you got the idea of how we can go for a wildcard SSL for free on Let's Encrypt. So this is a test case that you can use SSL labs to test whether what's the score. Let's Encrypt by default gives you A grade SSL, so you need not even worry about it. But if you want, let's say, A plus, right, you probably want to opt in for some beta SSL providers. But A is decent, so you need not even bother about it. This process takes a bit time, so what I'll do is I'll just fast forward it so that you get to see what's the end result. Okay, so for normal laravel.com, there's a primary domain, you got all A grade. So let's try. Okay, you can check the timestamp. And for beta, let's go ahead and try it out. Okay, I'll fast forward here too. It's going to take so much time. Okay, so you can see, right, the record has been generated. You can also check the timestamp and probably click on one of these links so that you get to see the entire report that they have generated. Just hit a new one. So the first one, they'll kind of brief you all the report, how they have graded and all the tests that they performed. Okay, here, so you get all A grade. If you liked what you just saw, or it is helpful for you in a manner, please do subscribe and keep following for more of this content. That will help me or probably that will encourage me to create more videos.